Hello everyone, I'm Paul and welcome to your Legion. As you can see, that was pretty hard putting that together in about 3 seconds, but Bacino here is helping lick off the sweat, and of course I got my Turby twist on to dry my hair. Well, as you all know, I do have some back problems, I have some shoulder issues, and I've been looking for the perfect gaming chair. I feel that a gaming chair is probably more beneficial after testing some of the executive chairs out there that costed well up over $600, some of them. And I decided to go with gaming chairs. And the reason why I went with gaming chairs is because they are the closest to what I can honestly say a luxury sport seat like the one in my car actually feels. It kind of gives you the comfort of having the wings up, so you feel like you're sitting into something. And when you lean back, of course, you're going to have the nice spinal support that you need. You got the wings coming out the side, so you're not floating all over the place, etc. So today we're going to look at the DXRacer, and this happens to be the DXRacer Soho, and it is part of the Iron series. It's really nice. This actually comes the closest I could honestly say out of all the racing chairs that I've been looking at that actually reminds me of the seat in my Mercedes-Benz. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. All right, as you can see, it's got a nice leather type finish. It's not leather, it's a leather type vinyl. It says Iron Series over here on the front of it, on the seat of the chair, and of course DXRacer. It's got some nice applique work. It does have an extra lumbar support and a head support. One good thing about this chair that I like is the actual, and this is hard to do when you're standing up over it, but the armrests actually come in and out, so they tilt about 15 degrees either way. You could also go up, forward, or back with them. And of course the up and down motion, which is another good quality about it. So while you're sitting in your chair and you're there for multiple hours, you could adjust things very quickly in order to make yourself comfortable. Now this lower lumbar support here actually has a tie on it, and you could actually clip it on. So if you want it up here, you can put it up here, you can keep on going down. And what you do is, all you do is just go behind the seat itself, clip it on, and it stays where you want it. So unlike some of the other manufacturers who do not have a holder on the back of theirs, this one actually does have a holder so you can put it where you need it. Of course, for that extra head and neck support, we have another nice little pillow here. This is actually a cool little pillow. You know, you could do this and put it on your head if you want to. Just, you know, let people on your videos see that you're a nut. And now let's go ahead and look here. Now, as with all racing chairs, you're gonna get I guess the mimicked area to where you could actually put shoulder harnesses on here. I think what I want to do one day is actually buy shoulder harnesses and see if I could put them on and fix them on. That would be great. But it's one thing about this chair that is a little bit different than some of the others is the actual back itself. It's a little bit thicker. This is actually a 66-pound chair. So if you're kind of small or squeamish, it's going to be kind of hard to lift it up because it's heavy. It is heavy. It's built on a metal frame. You can see this has some nice plastic covers on the mechanism, over the mechanism, which is really great. But this is a little bit wider. The front here actually, as you can see, if you want to look on the side here, you can actually see that this front here has that back. Now, it's not only so you could put the lumbar support on there, it's actually so if you actually want to, you can actually take it off and kind of wash the stuff. The whole shell will come off. Now, I don't suggest that you do that. I suggest you just wipe it down. But it does have Velcro on it to where you could actually pull the cushions off, etc. Now, let's take a look at the back itself. Nice leatherette finish. It's fairly sturdy. Of course, there's no appliques on the back of this one. I know that DXRacer does sometimes, like on their Zero, they'll have a shark or something. But there's no appliques on that. Now, the bottom of this is very heavy. It's got a 5-point caster, a 5-point spinner on it, or base, whatever you want to call it. So it is an aluminum base, it's metal, it's got a nice gas spring inside of it. Of course, you could move it around by adjusting this, and this will adjust your tilt in your back. And of course, hopefully I won't hurt my shoulder flipping this back up. But now when we come to the side, you'll see that this is where you can recline your chair. Reclining the chair is fairly easy, and the dog's coming back to get some more kisses, but we'll go ahead and recline the chair back, and you will notice, as I put in the intro video here, that I could literally do a 180 and lay on it. Now, DXRacer does make some chairs for gaming consoles where they actually will give you a footstool. This one doesn't have a footstool with it. On the base, it also has some nice, I guess you could say some nice appliques on them. I'm not too, I guess you could say, smitten with them, because I think it takes away from the nice black, finish on the base. But they do actually give you plastic pieces to put up on it. So let me just go ahead and real quick show you the different ways that you can manipulate this chair. Of course, we can go forward and back. And let me go ahead and shut off the tilt on it. So now you'll notice that I'm not tilting. But we could go forward and back. We could raise and lower our armrests. We could go up or back with them. We also have an in and an out, and they do rotate 15 degrees. What I found with this chair is something that I didn't think, because I think that would happen, but what I also found with this chair is when I'm using this chair, I'm actually increasing my productivity because I'm more comfortable. I feel a little bit healthier at the end of the day, and that's very, very important to me, is my health. As I said, I do have a bad back. I do have some bad shoulders. What I found in a lot of the other chairs that I had been using is, because I couldn't really articulate, and even though some of them did have were reclinable, I found myself leaning forward sometimes. And when I was leaning forward, I'm mousing and I'm doing whatever I have to do, and I'm compressing my chest in like this. Now, of course, probably the microphone just flashed or something. So go ahead and say, hey, your audio sucks. You know, I know somebody's going to say that. But in any case, I find myself compressing. I also find myself getting some bad shoulder and elbow pain. What would happen with other chairs is I would be, say, using my mouse, and I'm coming and I'm constantly keeping my elbow raised. That's not a good thing. So at least with the chair that has an articulating arm, and because I could go forward or back with the arm, now I'm able to put it to a height so I could actually rest it where I want to. And when I'm resting it where I want to, I don't put that stress into the shoulder and on the elbow. So I'm not having that like kind of numbness in my elbow at the end of the day. And that's another good thing. So you definitely want something that's fully adjustable. And last but not least, let me show you this on the bottom. These chairs have a longer base to them. Why do you want a longer base? Because when you're sitting in a chair, just like sitting in your car for long periods of time, if you're moving your legs, which I constantly am doing, you know, I'm going like this or shaking them or something, you don't have much support underneath the knees. And the longer that you sit without the support underneath your knees, you're going to put more stress on your back. So with having the support underneath your knees, you're not stressing out your back now. So at the end of the day, you're going to feel fresher, you're going to want to do different things. You're going to be able to get on with your day and not have to worry about going to get a massage like I usually have to do because I spend so much time in my chair. So there's some great things about this car, let's call it a car seat. But we've got some great things going on with this chair. I love the fact that I could actually strap this onto the back. We're going to go ahead and give this an Editor's Choice Award based on its comfort and based on the quality of the build. Now this chair is about $400. Of course, you're going to pay a price for the comfort, but in the long run, think about it. As time goes on, you're going to be saving yourself, keeping yourself healthy, because having aches and pains is not healthy, guys and girls. So let me just real quick before I go tell you what basically happened with this chair. Before I started using this chair, for the first hour of work, I found myself about 47 minutes doing actually 47 minutes worth of productive work. By the fourth hour, I was down to 18 minutes with other chairs. With this chair, I actually increased my work productivity to 53 minutes and to actually 34 minutes by the fourth hour. Now, it might not seem like it's a lot, but that is a lot. I increased almost 18 minutes of productivity by the fourth hour, and I increased about 4 minutes on my first hour. So as time progresses, of course, everybody starts getting tired or whatever, but considering the fact that I was able to utilize the chair, not squirm around, not get very uncomfortable, I was able to use this to be more productive, and I find myself being more productive using this chair. Again, I want to say thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Stay thirsty, my friends. Bye-bye.